Hello? Hello there. Hey there. This is Donna from Donna's Creative Space. I'm just waiting a couple of seconds to see if a few people might show up to watch, to join me. And while I'm waiting, I'm just getting a few lights set up. Hi, Lori. Happy Friday. How are you? I just put a couple of more lights on. It tends to... It looks dark to me, but I don't know. Does it look dark to you, Lori? I'm just gonna... So, this is Donna, like I said, from Donna's Creative Space. I have a couple of cards that I made using mostly Sale-A-Bration product. And since today is, let's see, we have 3 days left. Today is Friday, February 26th. It's not bad? Okay, good. Thanks, Lori. All right, I have... It's just crazy the way I'm trying to get my light set up. It looks dark to me on the screen, but anyway, so today's the 26th. Sale-A-Bration ends on the 28th, which is Sunday. Crazy. It went by fast, but that's because Sale-A-Bration was only 2 months this year, because we're going to, usually it's 3 months, January, February, March. But this year, Stampin' Up! Is going to do it twice this year. January and February, and then we'll do it again later in the year. I believe it's July, August. So, geez, the trash truck is going by now. I hope that you guys, I hope that it sounds really loud to me. I hope it's not muffling me. Can you hear that, Lori? It figures. It's supposed to come in the morning, not at noon. But anyway, so yeah, so 3 days, including today, tomorrow, and Sunday for Sale-A-Bration. And if you are not familiar with Sale-A-Bration, then, where did I put my, you know, I had everything ready here to go, and now I'm looking for my, what did I do with my Sale-A-Bration brochure? My goodness. Huh. I just had it here. I was just looking at it, and now it's gone. These, you know what? I must have, let's see, you can't hear it at all? Oh, you can't hear the trash guy? Good. Well, he's gone now. But it just seems like they come at the, you know, right when I, oh, I found it. Here's the Sale-A-Bration flyer catalog. So this is the, it ends February 28th. And what I decided to do was I'm going to try to come on here, hopefully today, tomorrow, and Sunday to show you a couple of items, cards, or whatnot, made out of Stampin' Up! Product. So today I am using, this is a free product, this Flower and Field designer paper, designer series paper, which is really pretty. So you can get this free. It's 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs. It's 12 by 12 paper, and it's free when you spend $50 on product. So I'm using that paper, and I'm using, let me see which stamp set I'm using. I'm using a sentiment out of here. This is the Approaching Perfection stamp set, and I'm trying to see. I just, hold on one second. I just saw that my computer, I couldn't see what I was doing on my computer. For some reason, it wasn't going live. But anyway, I hope this is working now. Yeah, I think I see it moving now. Okay, so I'm using this stamp set, Approaching Perfection, just for a couple of sentiments. And then I'm using this one, this corner Bouquet. Now, if you are one of my regular shoppers, which it just means that you placed orders with me, you don't have to be a regular shopper, but if you shopped with me during Sale-A-Bration, I'm having a Sale-A-Bration celebration, which is basically, usually I have it an in-person event, but I'm doing it virtually. It will either be in a Facebook Live or it will be on a Zoom meeting. And I am using 3 of the Sale-A-Bration stamp sets at it. And if you spend $150 with me total, with if you put in 2 or 3 orders, I total them up, and if it comes to $150 in product, you're going to get this class for free. So we're making 4 cards. You'll get a pillow gift. I think we're making a non-card item, and you'll get a pack of embellishments. But these are the 3 sets that I'm using in the class from Sale-A-Bration: the Darling Donkeys, Approaching for Perfection, and Corner Bouquet. I'm also, because I wanted to pull in another stamp set with some other sentiments, I'm also going to use Many Mates, which this isn't a Sale-A-Bration item. This is a regular Stampin' Up! Stamp. It's in the mini catalog. Is it the mini catalog, or is it's either in the mini or the annual, but it's not Sale-A-Bration. But I'm also going to use Many Mates. So those are the 3 sets. So if you are still shopping and you haven't purchased any of these, you haven't received any of these for free, you can maybe choose one of these, or all, maybe you've gotten some. It's the end of Sale-A-Bration. A lot of people have these already. And if you don't have them, you can use whatever stamp sets that you do have for the card class. So that will be a class in March. It's probably, I think it's probably going to be on either a Wednesday or a Friday night. I'm not sure. But like I said, it will be recorded, whether it's on a Zoom meeting or a Facebook Live. It will be recorded, and you'll be able to access it if you're not available the night of the class. So those are 3 sets. Now, I also want to say that since Sale-A-Bration is ending on Sunday, it is also your last chance to get this special offer that Stampin' Up! Has. And that special offer is getting 5 packs, these 6x6, 5 packs of Designer Series paper. And what they consist of is a package of brights, a package of neutrals, a package of regals, a package of subtles, and the 2020-2022 in colors. Now each package is 40 pieces, so you're going to get 200 pieces of 6x6 paper. Now last time I did a video, I opened up, I believe, the neutrals, because those were so pretty, but I'm going to open up and show you. These are the regals now, so you'll get, let me see if I can do this. If I can separate this a little bit, so you can see everything that you're going to get. And it has a couple of different patterns, and then the other side is another pattern. So there's like, let's see, there's flowers and like this gingham, and then there's this kind of, I don't know, boxes and circles. And on the back of that is, let me see, yeah, lines with circles on them. All right, so those are the 4 patterns. All right, and there's 10 colors in each. Well, in the color collections, the regals, neutrals, subtles, and what did I miss? Regals, neutrals, brights, and the brights will each you'll have 4. There's 10 colors, and you'll get these 4 patterns, right, on of each color. So that's the 40 colors. But in the 2020-2022 in color papers, there's 40 sheets, but there's only 5 colors, so you'll get 8 pieces of everything. Okay, so that's my little flyer there about that. So normally when you join Stampin' Up, Many Mates stamp set is from the annual catalog. Thank you, Lori. I couldn't remember which one it was from, and I try to think of everything that I could think of to tell you guys, but anyway, so normally when you join Stampin' Up, doesn't mean you have to sell, you just can get a discount for as long as you want to stay on. And normally our usual promotion is you pick out $125 worth of product for $99. Free shipping, you just pay tax from wherever the taxes are in your, wherever you live. The tax percentage wherever you live. But during Sale-A-Bration, you get these 5 packs of paper. So it's really a good deal because they usually do give a special during Sale-A-Bration. Okay, so anyway, so today I'm making these 2 cards with you, and I'll show you how I made them, and I'll give you the measurements as I go. And I did pull in the Merry Mates stamp set for this one because I need a Get Well Soon card. I need a Get Well card. So I'm going to use that. So the 3 colors, I'm using these 3 colors, and I pulled these colors right out from this designer series paper that I'm using. And this is from the Field of Flowers designer series. This is the free paper, like I told you about. And on the back of our designer series paper, you can look under the name of it, and it lists the colors that it coordinates with. And that doesn't mean that it only goes with those colors. You can add, there are other colors that it may go with. But I pulled my colors out of here, the Bumblebee, the Poppy Parade, and the Granny Apple Green. And this is really a pretty set because it's got some nice bright designs. So you only have a few days left if you haven't got any of this. Lori, you are a shopper. Have you gotten, you must have everything by now. But it's really pretty paper, and I think tomorrow I'll use the other one. Where is I'm going to use, tomorrow I will be using the Paper Blooms designer series paper. So I'm going to try to use that, and I've already done a video on the Darling Donkey, so if you haven't, those are Lori's favorite. The paper, yes, the paper is very pretty. I'm being sarcastic about the donkeys being Lori's favorite because she really didn't like them. But I've already done a video earlier during Sale-A-Bration with the Darling Donkeys, and I don't have the cards right. Oh, I see them. Hang on. Oh my goodness. These are the 2 I made with the Darling Donkeys. Cute, right? Just a cute little. So that one I didn't put anything on the inside. So those are 2 that I did with that stamp set. So I'm going to try to fill these next 3 days with as many projects as I can do. So today, let's get back to today, right? All right, so those are the inks that I'm going to be using. And I will, let's see which one we'll make. Let's make this one first. Okay, so I have everything out here. So I want to show you what I used for product. Now, like I said, I used a couple of things that aren't Sale-A-Bration, like the Bumblebee. This is a 2020/2022 color, this Bumblebee. So let me get everything out that I need. And I know I pulled out a piece. I did use the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I used the second smallest, not the smallest, but the next one up. And I used from this Hippos dies, which I really like these dies a lot. I haven't used any of the little animal ones, but I've been using all these frames that, these different shapes. Those are really great shapes. So I'm using this kind of cornered rectangle. All right. So those are the 2 dies I've used, but I've gone ahead and pre-cut it so that this video doesn't take all day. And I'm also using the Bumblebee gingham ribbon. And so there's the skinny one. There's that little one. I'm using 2 stamps. Now this Get Well Soon is from the Many Mates. And did I put something on the inside? Oh yeah, I did. But no text on the inside. So I used the Get Well Soon. And I used this from, let's see, the Corner Bouquet. Using this one, and I also, where did I put the little one? Here. This little blossom from this. Okay, so those are the 2 things, those are the 3 things I'm using. All right, so let's see. Let me grab some grid paper to put underneath. so that I don't mess up anything. All right, now hopefully that grid paper is all the way in the image of the screen here. I think it is. Let me see. It looks like it's kind of crooked. All right, so for this one, I'm not using the Granny Apple Green. I'm just using these two. So, oh, and if you're shopping before the end of the month, there's my host code right there. And if you have been shopping and you are totaling your orders, I'm going to be pulling up the earlier host code and this code to total your orders. All right, so let me put that there, and I'll move these out of the way, and let's get started. So let's just start with this Get Well. Both of these cards today are really simple, but I think with these die cutouts, it makes it really a nice way to dress up your cards. So I have that Get Well Soon, so that's all done. And on the inside, what I did was I used the Bumblebee ink for one stamp, and then I just stamped some of the Poppy Parade on top. So I took but you want to have some grid paper down because you want to go over the edge. What I did is I made sure this point was off the edge, so the stamp, let me see if I'm in the image. I think I am. And I just stamped off the edge like that on one side. And then I just turned it around and did the other. Just like that. Right? And that is, like I said, that's the Bumblebee, which is a pretty color. It's very similar, I think, to our crushed curry. A little more brownish, not as bright as the crushed curry. And then I'm going to use Poppy Parade, and I'm just going to put a couple of flowers. It doesn't matter where you put them. If you have a smudge somewhere, go ahead and put it where the smudge is. It's one way of covering things up. I'm a quilter also, and we always joke about putting a button. If our corners didn't match up or something, or if a seam didn't match up, you add a button. Okay, so that's our inside. So here's our, I didn't give you measurements yet. So this is a piece of Bumblebee cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to crease that with our bone folder. This is a basic white. I keep saying Whisper White. We no longer carry Whisper White. So basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. And I didn't pull out any adhesive. Okay, so now you're just going to put adhesive on the back of that, and let's put our inside in nice and quick. And then we are going to build this base here. Now you could put this right on here just like that. I think it's very pretty as is, but what I did, and I'm looking because I didn't grab one, I put a piece of basic white right under it, but just with a very thin border, just to kind of make these white flowers pop. So the basic white is the same size as the inside piece, 4 by 5 1/4. My Designer Series paper is cut just a hair smaller, so this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, so that I'm gonna just mount right on the basic white. Oh my goodness, now I got basic white, Whisper White in my mind. And I just wanted it to just bring out that little bit of white. See how that pops it? Just by putting a tiny hair color, just like that. So then, you guys, I know Lori knows it, my Sharpie technique of making this kind of knot here. So I take my ribbon and I'm going to tie it around a Sharpie. And since it's on one side, it's off to the left, I only have to tie, oh my goodness, I'm all thumbs today. I only have to leave a little bit on one side. And usually I cut it maybe about 8 inches for this, but today I just went right off of the roll. Let me get my ribbon scissors, and I'm just going to cut it so I know I have long enough. So I tie it around twice, right, and make a double knot. And then this is going to go on the card. But first, we have to put this down. I almost forgot. This is, like I said, that die cut from Bumblebee. This is the Hippo's die. And I'm going to center this. And I'm going to use my grid paper. It kind of tricks my eye. I kind of look at, like, I'll pick out this line. And I'll imagine it's going straight across to the other side there. And that helps me to kind of get it in the right spot and kind of even. So now I did this, right? That loop is going to go off to the side here, and we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on the two sides on the back, just like that. It's always a great tip for tying ribbon. Yes, it is a great tip. I love the Sharpie technique for tying ribbon. It just, I don't know, it makes a great knot. You could tie it a regular knot and you end up using more ribbon. But with this way, so you tie it around your Sharpie, right? You saw how I did that. And I actually have one here from a different one that I didn't cut. So it's a loop, right? And then you just tack the two ends down. So that's what I did there. And now I'm going to just tack it to my card. And then I'll show you the rest of the technique. Because it's awesome. It's an awesome way of making a little bit of a knot very easily. So I love using a Sharpie. All right, so that goes on there like that. So see this loop here? You take these are ribbon. They're not ribbon scissors. They're just our paper snips from Stampin' Up. I have one that I used for cutting everything else, cardstock and whatnot. And then I tied a ribbon around the handle of one that I'm just using for ribbon and twine. That way it stays sharper. They do stay sharp, but it stays even sharper when you only use it for ribbon. So I keep the ribbon on it, and most of the time reminds me not to use it. So isn't that a cool way of making a little knot? Okay, so now we're going to take our Get Well Soon. Oh, I did forget to tell you one other thing I'm using. I'm using the Holiday Rhinestones. These came out in the holiday catalog, but the colors are great for these things. So don't put away something that says holiday on it, because you can use it again. And these, if you are looking to buy them, they are number 150457. But very nice colors. Okay, so this here, oh, I just smudged that. Well, that'll have to do for now. All right, let me get some dimensionals, and you'll see how nice and easy. This was a nice quick card. Right? And I take your pick tool to get these off. And this goes right on, right? Centered in this little bumblebee shape, right? And then I took my Holiday Rhinestones and I put kind of a medium-sized one right here. Whoops, even though it's Poppy Parade, I think it's, oops, going all over the place. All right, so put that there, right? And then I took the bigger ones. I just put a couple. One down here and one up there. And a nice quick card. Isn't that cool? So just adding some die cuts gives a lot of interest to your cards, and of course adding a little bit of texture by adding some ribbon to that. And then the other tip was using just a pop of one of the colors. You know, I took this color for the outside, but then I took a skinny little piece. Well, the piece is bigger, but it's a skinny little bit bigger than this Designer Series paper. Yeah, it's a pretty card, and I thought that was kind of fun, and you have plenty of room to write your sentiment on the inside. So that is that one. And now let's work on this one. All right, this is another simple card, but I did something different with these little ties here. I think it's kind of cute the way I did it. But so you need, did I give you all the measurements? I think I gave you all the measurements for the other one. Yes, I did. Okay, so for this one, this is a Poppy Parade base. It's 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Then you need a piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4, which will be the inside. Then you need a piece of Granny Apple Green, 3 3/4 by 5. And then you need a piece of Designer Series paper. I'm using the same floral, only we're going to make a horizontal card now. And this is what is this? 3.5 by 4 3/4. So the Granny Apple Green is a 1/4 inch bigger, so this way it gives us the 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. All right, so let's see. So first we can just go ahead and put this. Oh, and we're using the, we're not using the gingham ribbon on this one. I used, let me get it out. I used this Daffodil Delight. This is the Daffodil Delight rouged ribbon. And I'm using the larger stamp set, right? And the smaller one again, which now I have to make sure I clean because we had used the, I can't wait to get my Stampin' Up! Order today. I have some product coming in, and I'm almost out of my Stampin' Mist from my scrubber, and you know, when it gets low, it's hard to spritz. All right, so I'm going to be using Granny Apple Green and the larger floral and the smaller one, and I took the Happy Birthday from the Approaching Perfection. I took the Happy Birthday and this So What If You're a Year Older, You're Fabulous sentiment. All right, so that's the inside right there. So we'll go ahead and get some stamping done. So we'll do the oops, well, let's finish this, Donna. Gee, I put my adhesive on it. I'm just a little bit of scattered brain today. I don't know why though. I don't know why today's any different, right, Lori? Okay, so that's on like that. Now, I took a piece that about 6 inches, right, give or take, get my ribbons back. It's just got to be wider than your mat here, your layered pieces. And then I also just took some pieces and I made a couple of knots. So how I did it was I just tied a knot like this, clipped it, and tied another one. And those are my 2 knots. I was trying to make it look like I went up through a hole on my label here. Like I fished it around and came up through a hole to tie it. I just thought it kind of added a cute little dimension to it. So that's it. So we have 2 knots that I'll trim down later, and then 1 long piece. And then all I did was I took this piece and just wrapped it around the edge, just like this. Just like that, right all around the center. And then this is going to go on the front of the card. So I'll go back over this. And I'm using Seal Plus. You can use whatever adhesive that you like. And this is a horizontal, or landscape mode, I should say, landscapes direction. And put that on there like that. Now, I have 2 of these. I don't know about you, but when I'm doing die cuts, and I know I'm going to be stamping on them, I always cut 2 just in case. All right, so with Granny Apple Green, we are going to use the small stamp, right? And I'm going to go off the edge. I'm just going to kind of put it to cover this side, and you can always go back over it, and I'll show you what I mean. So I put that on the side, and I want to cover that, so I'm going to just take a little, no, actually I'll use this side of it, and I'm just going to try to cover a little bit in there, just so I have all green. I just wanted one whole side with the design on it, and it looks dark now, but it does lighten. And while I have it out, I'm going to do the inside. And the inside, we are going to use the big one again, and since it's a big stamp, I'm going to turn it upside down like this and make sure I get the whole area, make sure it's all over the place. And I'm going to, again, oops, a little bit of fuzz, go off the edge. And that's why it's good to have your grid paper down, right? And I'm just going to drop it in place. I think I kind of wobbled. I hope it's okay though. Yep. All right, and just in one corner. I didn't do like the last one. I just put it in one corner. And then we can get rid of the green. I like to close it up because I tend to either drop something in the ink pad or lean in it, or, but anyway, okay. So let's finish this because it's just a really quickie. I'm going to put the So What You Are a Year Older. So what if you're a year older? You're fabulous. Isn't that a nice sentiment? I'm going to put that on the inside, and that I'm doing in Poppy Parade. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of color by putting this, again, this little blossom. And you can put it wherever you want. You can have it poking in or wherever, just like that, to kind of spread it around. Right? And let's see. That is it for the inside. Oh, we want to stamp Happy Birthday. Now we want to, so let's see. I took the Happy Birthday from the Approaching Perfection. That's another Sale-A-Bration. If I didn't, I think I said it already though. And then I'm going to stamp kind of into the leaves, but off to the right slightly too. Just like that. So you can see the Happy Birthday. And I like these two colors together, this Poppy Parade and the Granny Apple Green. I'm going to put, uh-oh, I must have Poppy on my fingers because I got it on my card now. It's a nice sunny day here in Massachusetts. I'm looking for my friend Sherry. Usually she's here watching. Alright, so this here is going to go up on dimensionals. And I always have to look around. Where did I put my dimensionals? And I'll just put a few on the back. Alright. I didn't take off the other ones. Come on. One more. Alright. So this is going to go right centered. So these curved ends of the die. I love this die set. How many times have I said that? This is my favorite, the Stitch So Sweetly set. And then this Hippos one is starting to become my second favorite because I like the shapes in that also. I just like the ones that have the die shape, the frames that are great for stamping in. And let's see. All right, so remember the little knots I made? I'm going to grab a glue dot, a couple glue dots, and I'm going to put it right on the back of the knot. And I'm going to put the knot right on the two corners so that it looks like I fed that ribbon up through a hole, right? Just like that. And you can turn it to make it so that you're, and then I gotta take my ribbon scissors and really trim these down. I just think that came out so cute. With that cute. Sue Doherty got my card kit the other day. Can't wait for the punches to come in and work on them. Oh yeah, you got your sweet strawberry kit? Good, I'm glad you got it. That was fast. I mailed them, I think they went out in the mail on Tuesday. Alright, so now I'm using the rhinestones again. And this time I used these yellow ones. And I used a few little ones. Oh, don't use your ribbon scissors, Donna. I don't want to get any adhesive on them. So I just put a few. Oh, they're jumping all over the place. Sometimes the putty works good. This end of the putty. Pick them up. There. Okay, and then I'm going to put a couple of these bigger ones. One up here. And one down there. And that's that. Isn't that cute? Yes. Sue says yes. What are you saying yes to? Just getting the card. Oh, getting the card fast? Maybe? I forget what I was saying. See, there's always a delay. So I don't necessarily know when you guys comment on something. Sometimes my mind is on the next thing, and it's a little bit, the more glitter the better. Haha. Yeah. You gotta bling it up. So I just think it is two cute cards with, let me get rid of this now. I put some tape on the back of that so that it wouldn't be sliding around, but I thought that was great to make these two cute cards. Let's see, out of the Sale-A-Bration stuff. So I hope you guys like these, and I am going to Sue. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I know Lori has earned the free Sale-A-Bration class. I think you're pretty close if I remember right. I don't have my spreadsheet in front of me. But anyway, so these are our cards. So I don't have to have both of them out. So these are the cards for today. And like I said, I'm going to try to come back here tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I might shoot for noon tomorrow. And then, thank you, Laura. You say they're lovely cards. Thank you. So I'll probably be back tomorrow around noon, midday, I would say. And we'll do another couple of cards. And I'm just want to end Sale-A-Bration strong. So I hope that you try these cards at home. And if you do try these, if you try them in different colors or different stamp sets, whatever, post them here on the page. I'd love to see what you did. It's always fun to see everybody else's ideas, because I don't expect everybody to just do exactly my way. Some people just change it. You just tweak it a little to make it your own. So that's it for now. If you're shopping, like I said, please use my host code. That's good until the 28th. And that is JWWBM6SN. And don't forget about if you are interested in joining my team, the Sage Stampers, I would love to have you on my team. You do not have to sell. You can just get the discount whenever you make a purchase. And this is the extra gift you get. You can pick out $125 and only be charged $99, free shipping, and you just pay tax. And then you'll also get these 200 pieces of paper, which is awesome. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.